Big Brother 27 spoilers, HOH puts 3 players on the block as veto plans threaten to shake up the house. Big Brother 27 live feeds feature Vinny as HOH, nominating Ava, Kelley, and Keanu, while upcoming veto decisions could alter eviction outcomes. Big Brother 27 foot spoilers, Vince nominates 3 houseguests for eviction in Week 10. Big Brother 27 just hit a dramatic turning point in Week 10. Vince Panaro once again claimed the head of household title, for the 3rd time this season. This round, he didn't hold back. From a risky pawn strategy to shifting alliances, here are the latest Big Brother 27 spoilers you need to know. This is especially concerning Big Brother 27. Vince Panaro nominates 3 houseguests for eviction. HOH and nomination breakdown. Vince secured the Week 10 HOH reign after a tight competition. Once in power, he made bold nominations. Ava Pearl, Kelley Jorgensen, and Keanu Soto were put up for eviction. These nominations sent shockwaves through the house as alliances and relationships were reassessed in real time. The risky pawn plan and backlash. One of Vince's more audacious strategy proposals was to nominate Lauren as a pawn. She was someone who was expected to be replaced if the power of veto (POV) were used. The idea was that if Lauren lost the nomination via POV, another target, such as Kelley, could be sent home instead. But Lauren firmly refused the plan. Other houseguests were uneasy, too. The proposal exposed cracks in trust and raised serious questions. Is Vince playing for long-term strength or merely keeping people off balance? Reactions and the shift in power dynamics. After Vince made his nominations of Ava, Kelley, and Keanu, many in the house felt uneasy. Morgan, who has often been aligned with Vince, felt sidelined, questioning where she stood in his game. Ashley also pointed out how the nominations would show people that you cannot be manipulated in control, a subtle jab at how control is being perceived by others. Keanu, one of the nominees, was visibly frustrated, seeing Vince's move as risky and perhaps miscalculated. For him, the POV competition became a lifeline. What's next? Veto and eviction watch. With the nominations locked in, all eyes are now on the Power of Veto competition. If someone like Ava, Kelley, or Keanu wins, there's potential for major shifts. Replacement nominees could reshape the game heading into eviction night. Also, since Vince has won multiple HOHs now, his path forward depends heavily on whether his alliances can hold steady. This is especially given the tension around his pawn strategies and Lauren's refusal. Conclusion. The stakes are high in Big Brother 27 this week. Vince Panaro's bold move to place 3 houseguests, Ava Pearl, Kelley Jorgensen, and Keanu Soto, on the block has stirred new tension. Players are forced to decide who they can still trust. His pawn plan with Lauren may have backfired emotionally and strategically. However, the real test is still ahead in the POV and eviction. As the drama builds, eviction night could reshape the game entirely. Big Brother 27, Week 7 eviction sends Catherine home as alliances recalibrate. Big Brother 27 hit a turning point on August 28, 2025, as Catherine Woodman was evicted during the live show on CBS. The vote capped a volatile week shaped by the veto, shifting loyalties, and a looming tiebreaker scenario. As houseguests face eviction each Thursday, Week 7's outcome may ripple into the season's endgame. The eviction followed a tense build where Ava Pearl, Kelley Jorgensen, and Catherine sat on the block. A late-week scramble kept feeds watchers guessing, but the result was decisive. Catherine walked out on August 28. The Cincinnati Enquirer confirmed the elimination and recapped the night's key beats. Veto on August 27 rewrote the nominations. The Week 7 veto episode, August 27, flipped the board. Mickey won the Power of Veto and came off the block, forcing HOH Vince Panaro to name a replacement. That spot went to Catherine, creating the Ava Kelley Catherine trio the house had to choose from. The tiebreaker cloud hung over eviction day. All week, a tie felt possible. HOH Vince was widely discussed as the potential deciding vote if the house deadlocked. Vote counting swung hour by hour, with arguments over keeping Kelley versus cutting Ava, and whether Catherine's renom should be a death sentence. Soap Dirt laid out the scenarios, including why Vince's position was so precarious. Why this Big Brother 27 eviction matters. Catherine's exit reshapes the board. Her departure removes a lightning rod from the social game and forces her allies to re-choose their lanes ahead of the next HOH. With Ava and Kelley surviving, expect new pitches, new pairs, and fresh targets. Deadline notes the eviction's timing and stakes as the season moves into the critical back half. Big Brother 27 foot, Will Williams speaks out after eviction. Big Brother 27 continues to stir conversation after Clifton Will Williams was evicted from the house. In his post-eviction interviews, Will offered candid insights about his gameplay, his relationships with other houseguests like Morgan and Vince, and why some viewers may have tuned out during the season. Why Will thinks viewers lost interest. In a conversation with Entertainment Weekly, Will admitted that certain personalities may have caused parts of the audience to disengage. He specifically called out players who didn't bring much excitement to the game, saying that their lack of dynamic strategy or entertainment value slowed down the momentum of the season. Although he did not shy away from naming names, Will emphasized that Big Brother thrives on conflict, strategy, and bold moves. When those elements are missing, he believes casual fans stop watching as closely. His comments sparked debate among viewers about who has truly carried the season and who has coasted. Life in the house and his eviction. Will also opened up to parade about the circumstances leading to his eviction. He acknowledged that his strong social game and outspoken nature made him a target, especially as the competition narrowed. According to Will, he fought hard to stay, but ultimately couldn't overcome the alliances stacked against him. He reflected on the moves made by Morgan and Vince, noting that both players factored heavily into the strategy that sent him packing. While Will respected the gameplay, he admitted that being on the wrong side of the numbers at this stage of the season was an uphill battle he could not win. Looking ahead for Morgan and Vince. Both Morgan and Vince remain central figures in the game. Will acknowledge that their choices will shape the endgame, especially as remaining houseguests are forced to show their cards. For Vince in particular, Will noted that his ability to balance loyalty with bold moves will determine whether he can secure a spot in the finale. For fans, the tension between Morgan and Vince could mark a turning point in Big Brother 27. If one decides to betray the other, the ripple effects could change the outcome of the entire season. Will's legacy on Big Brother 27. Though his journey ended earlier than he hoped, Will leaves the Big Brother house with a reputation as a vocal and strategic player. His willingness to speak honestly about the game, even after eviction, adds to the ongoing conversation about what makes a compelling season. Whether fans agree with his assessment or not, his commentary highlights the delicate balance between strategy, personality, and entertainment that defines the franchise. Catching up with Big Brother jurors Rachel Rylie and Will Williams, who among the nasty houseguests is playing a game that could win? The ousted BB27 contestants talk about who they think could win the $750,000 grand prize. Welcome to Reality Derby, Gold Derby's weekly deep dive into all things reality TV, hosted by senior editors Marcus James Dixon and Denton Davidson. Watch the latest episode above. Before the White Locust twist reared its ugly head on season 27, the five-person judges alliance consisting of Rachel Reilly, Will Williams, Ashley Hollis, Morgan Pope, and Vince Panaro was running the house. Then, the mastermind's so-called month of mayhem changed everything. Rachel lost the maniacal maze competition and was sent to an early grave, i.e. the jury house. Moments later, Lauren Domingue was named head of household, and her reign ultimately led to the eviction of. Below, see what Rachel and Will have to say about their time in the Big Brother 27 house, what regrets, if any, they still have, and who they think could claim the $750,000 grand prize. The jurors will return in the season finale to cast their votes for the winner, Gold Derby. Big Brother's catchphrase is "Expect the unexpected." Did you ever expect to be eliminated from the show without receiving a single vote? Rachel, or even being nominated? The twist this season got twisty. I wish I would have had a little bit longer in the game to talk my way out or use the Rachel Rylie charm. You have to always expect the unexpected in Big Brother. I wasn't able to save myself when my back was up against the wall and when I really needed to. I have no one to blame but myself for not winning that competition, but I never expected it to come down to that. Gold Derby, is there anything you specifically regret about your gameplay this season? Rachel, I wanted to play a strong, strategic, and social game. I wanted to show the fans and the Big Brother community that I had evolved as a player. From being a fan to a Big Brother winner, I wanted to come back into the game and play flawlessly. It's such a different game from when I played 15 years ago. At the end of the day, I think I played a good game. I was able to adapt and evolve when I needed to. I was able to strategically form relationships and alliances, to work with people that I didn't always get along with. I hope everyone enjoyed watching it. Gold Derby, now that you're no longer in the house, who is the biggest target, and who do you think has a chance to the final 2 chairs? Rachel, I think I could have won Big Brother 27, to be completely honest. Since I'm not in the game, the biggest target is probably Keanu Soto, just because he's such a competitive player. I don't think his game socially was where it needed to be, but he was obviously forming relationships and doing what he needed to do. He might be able to pull out a win. I don't know that he will be in the final 2 chairs, but he's playing a game that could win. Socially, he's messy, but he's the biggest target. If the biggest target makes it to the end, they're probably going to win the game. Gold Derby, if you had made it to the final 2, who were you hoping to sit next to, and why? Rachel, I was truly hoping to sit next to Ashley Hollis. She would be my first choice, not only because I think I could have beaten her, but because we had such a great relationship. We were in an alliance from week 1. She was my friend in the game. I would have loved to sit next to her. I think that the jury would have voted for me to win and I would have loved to have a friend sitting next to me.